Marketing is going to change dramatically over the next 2 years. How we reach consumers is going to change because how we live our lives is about to change. So, what's happening that is driving all this change? We have a pace of change faster than we've ever experienced, faster than Darwinian rates of evolution. So you have the biggest hotel company in the world has no buildings. I mean, a decade ago, that would be laughable to say. The biggest taxi company doesn't own a single car. The biggest media company, Meta, used to be called Facebook, makes no content, yet is the most consumed media on the planet. See a pattern here? Largest retailer, zero inventory, complete efficiency. And the fastest growing currency on the planet, with over $1 trillion, has no nation state behind it. How are all these things possible? What do they have in common? That's what we're going to talk about and where this drives us to. Many of the changes that were on the path got accelerated. People wanted to work from home for years. Telecommuting's been around as a concept forever. That genie is not going back into the bottle. Your biggest tech companies, Google, Facebook, Apple, have told their employees they never have to come back to the office. So we're going to have a new generation of apps that are going to change your life the same way and create the same type of value that we saw a decade ago. Now, this change is major disruption. But I want you to remember, disruption isn't about what happens to you. It's about how you respond to what happens to you. Some of the companies you work for will cease to exist because they're so focused on their current competitors and their current landscape that they're missing the opportunity that is change. So, when I started my career, everything you see there was a physical item. Here was my desk at the beginning of my career. And those things used to be made in a factory, shipped on a ship, trucked on a truck, stocked on a shelf, purchased in a store, and taken home. And one by one, each of them dematerialized. Each of them became an app that replaced a physical thing. Now, for our planet and resources, this is great. For the companies that were in the I make a physical thing, they disappeared. And so apps now are going the next step of not just replacing physical things, but replacing all unskilled labor. Data beats opinions. In the 21st century, the only competitive advantage any company has is to get insights from their data faster than the competition gets insight from theirs. And in this world, that speed becomes same-day making changes. When you think of the big successful companies, 33% of Amazon sales come because something was recommended by their algorithms. Think of that, a third of their business. That's a big number. LinkedIn, it's no longer the people you know, it's the people that the algorithm thinks you should know and you kind of agree. And Netflix, they know what you've seen, they know what you like. When they greenlight new movies, it's not for the reason that everybody else did. It's not, we think this is going to be a smash. Yes, they do that. They also look at what demographic do we have holes in? What movies would those people like? Netflix knows when a movie's a hit. Netflix knows which actors are a hit. But Netflix doesn't share their data with actors or studios or anybody because that would drive up their costs. So data is power.